Hello, welcome back. Thanks for joining me today. I have a video for you that is a rant. This is something that is one of my biggest pet peeves as a former business owner and as a customer, and it just drives me bananas. Now, the video that I took in my car, which you'll see in a minute, it really doesn't reflect the irritation. I looked back and I thought, my gosh, I was way more pissed off than that. But that doesn't seem to show in the video. I just look tired. And I am tired. I'm just so frustrated and tired. And come on, people, we're so much better than this. What this illustrates is what not to do in your business. What you do not want your customers to feel like in your business. At the end of the video, I'll talk about 2 ways that you can avoid making these mistakes in your business. I really hope you've never experienced this, but I bet dollars to donuts you have. I'm just back from a local garden store, and yeah, it was 4:30 when I left, and I realized that I better be quick when I get there because I'm pretty sure that they close at 5. And granted, they do close at 5, and I was, in a rush. I had a few things that I was going to get. I had in mind what they were. And out of, 1, 2, 3 people that I encountered when I first came in, no one greeted me or anything. There were 2 ladies counting up the till and closing that up, and he was carting something or other. So I asked him what time. They said, did you close at 5? And he said, yep, we close at 5. That's in 10 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever it was. I said, okay. No one offered to help me find anything or ask what I was looking for. Their priority, their body language, all of the words that came out of their mouth were not coming from a place of trying to help me or even really acknowledge me, but just to communicate that they were closing pretty soon. And the gals at the till, I asked a question about a plant, and they sort of pinged off one another. Like no one wanted to take the question. So finally one of the gals answered, and I said, do you want me to leave this here while I go grab a few more things or whatnot? And she said, no, we're closing the register here. You have to pay inside. Not the best experience, right? Right off the bat. It just communicates what your priority was just to get out of there. And it was interesting as I was working my way around and I was watching some of these employees, I looked specifically to see if they avoided eye contact or if they were helping people. There were other people who were shopping and they were definitely not in a hurry. I don't know if they had any idea that they closed in a few minutes, but regardless, it would have been really helpful for the employees to, number 1, acknowledge people when they come in. Number 2, help people, because if your priority is to get out of work at 5 o'clock, if you can match your priority with someone else's priority of getting some plants, it's helping both people accomplish stuff. And you're being helpful, which is always nice. And a little bit of kindness right now is super welcome. So then I went in and I went inside to pay, and I was standing there. The gal who was checking people out walked away, and I was like, oh crap, is she closing this register? No, she was going to turn off the lights and the music. I tell you what, that is my biggest pet peeve. So if you are a business owner, if you're open until 5, be open until 5 and then close after. If your hours are 9 to 4:45 because you want to stop paying your employees at 5, then post your hours for customers to be 9 until 4:45. If there was another place to shop, I'm telling you what, I would be there. Absolutely would be there. Are their priorities getting out of the door at 5 o'clock and rushing customers out? Or are their priorities serving people, selling some items, and creating relationships? The businesses that are going to survive are the ones that are going to be prioritizing creating relationships and good experiences with people, because then they will want to come back and they will want to be loyal. Good relationships are not built by scooting people out the door and making them feel like, you really got to get out of here because I'm closing up shop. Oh, I tell you, rant over. So let's be proactive leaders and proactive training, create some positive interactions with customers and employees and relationships with people right now, because by God, we need it. We need it bad. Okay, now that you're done watching the video rant, what are the 2 things that you can do as a business owner to try to make sure that this doesn't happen to you? The first thing, very, very effective, is to have a secret shopper. Because you know that when the owner, you or the manager is around, people behave differently. And you want to sort of catch your employees being good, but you also want to help find those things that might be stumbling blocks and mistakes, things that you want to train. You want to make sure that your employees are giving the best service clear up until the end when they close the doors, and maybe sometimes, hell, maybe afterwards, right? Sometimes people are late. That's just the way it goes. I've done this as research for a presentation that I was giving just to illustrate to local business owners the randomness of the experience that I was having as customers, because they did not have any idea. Truth be told, I had a similar experience in a different store in the same town. And I never told the owner who it was because I know they would be mortified. It is not that owner's company culture at all. And not surprisingly, that staff member didn't stay very long. So with your secret shopper or shoppers, give them some guidelines as to what you're looking for. For example, how long does it take someone to greet them when they walk in? What does the person say to them when they walk in? And how helpful are they? Right? You can just ask those 3 simple questions. Just something that gives you some feedback so that you can share it with your employees and you can use it to do some training. It's important that your secret shopper or shoppers go into the business different times of the day and different days of the week. I'm not really an advocate of singling out an employee in front of people. I think that's a very bad idea, unless you are singling them out for something great, and then that's a different story. But when there's a corrective issue, the best way to handle it is in private. So with your secret shopper results, I would not share when that secret shopper or shoppers went into your store. Use it in generalities. Speak in terms of your team all together trying to do better. So that's tip number 1. Just to do some of your own research with the secret shopper. The second way that you can help your business not make this mistake is to show this video to your staff and have a discussion about it. It can be super helpful for your staff to understand from a customer standpoint what's going on and what their priorities are and how they should feel. Your company culture, your values, your mission, those things need to be understood by your staff and communicated and trained. And I bet dollars to donuts your staff has some fabulous ideas as to how they can improve things. So those are 2 tips for you to help ensure that your customers don't have the crappy experience that I had. Don't be an ostrich and bury your head in the sand. Let's tackle this. It's important that you drive the conversation and that your employees are part of that conversation with you, because you guys are in this together. You're a team and you can make a huge positive difference in this society today. And we need it. We need it. Have a great day. Oh, I am always supposed to ask if you would please thumbs up and subscribe. Click that stuff below and it really helps what I'm trying to accomplish here. Appreciate it very, very much. And if you're interested in more tools or resources, downloadables, etc., you can go to the website, which I will list in the notes below. Thanks so much.